I am not here to debate with anyone. I have devoted all of my adult life to this subject. I only debate with my equals. All others I teach.
My God. I gotta say, it's time to get it's time for you old Negroes, get the fuck out the way. You older heads need to get the fuck out the way. Now listen, I'm over here listening to Ty City, right? And then somehow I clicked off what Ty was saying because he was talking about the whatever podcast and talking about because the SBE, this woman so bad that a lawsuit's about to happen, right? And I said I said to myself, you know, as this woman's filing a lawsuit, and I'm gonna find the lawsuit papers in a minute. I'm gonna find the lawsuit papers. Um, then again, I wonder if Trio Logic has Trio Logic might have the documents, right? But but I want to sit here and say, you know what? If she sued whatever podcast the shame, blame, and explain, you know, trying to humiliation, on these podcasts. I hope that take down Fresh and Fit. I hope that gets the ball rolling for the Fresh and Fits and the Antons of the world. But anyway, um, because they in La Peeps. But anyway, as I clicked off of that, I noticed Edward Anderson sitting there talking about BJS and Dr. Tia Son Johnson and they're talking about this feminazi, this feminist nut job who made a video. I saw Tito talking about the same woman too, though. But I'm sitting there thinking, like, listen, you're not gonna shame, blame, and explain a woman into making a family. It's impossible. And be just gonna say something though, talking about, well, it's gonna take 10 years for the black woman to submit to the black man, and it, you think black women as a collective is going to sit there and acquiesce to you in 10 years, noticing that the rhetoric that's been going on for the past 20, 25 years, you really think though that's going to happen? You really think that SBE shaming, blaming, and explaining, and also complaining, because you have to factor into the complaining, you know, y'all think that's gonna ride the wave to success to get these women back to the table? I hate to tell you this. Look at the year in front of you. 1945. That's 80 years ago, right? Um, you're not going to come back from that. You're not going to come back from 1945. 1945, in the year of our Lord, right? 1945 is not going to, you're not going to go back to that. What happened in 1945? Well, numerous things that happened in 1945 that we're not going to come back to. The concept of empire has started to crumble in 1945. France, Great Britain, the Netherlands, European colonialism of the global South and in Asia has collapsed or is on its way to collapsing. You got the civil rights movement. White man, the crumbling of Jim Crow started around the time when like the African American soldier returned home. And then the fourth thing I want to mention, I think it's the third or fourth thing, I wasn't counting. That is the man split the atom. Splitting that atom replaced 35 men with pickaxes in a coal mine. 35, 35 men has been replaced by two people splitting an atom. Then also on top of that, this is where VGS and the manosphere crowd don't seem to grasp the women got freed because of the technological advancements. And I'm not even talking about feminism at this point. Not even talking about feminism. Not even talking about feminism at this point. We can talk about feminism, the modern day feminism that started in 1948. But I'll talk about that later on, probably on another live stream. But y'all think that, let things go worse. Let Trump accelerate the what's so bad, and these women will come back to the table. I'm getting ahead of myself real quick, y'all. I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself. So let me put down the historical things down here first, so y'all can understand. The vacuum cleaner, the modern day washing machine, the dishwasher, suburbia, women moving into the suburbs. That is what created women to be more freer and safer. Women adapted to the change. Men did not. Women evolved. Men did not evolve. Men still had the same mindset of, well, I'm just going to get sex. I'm just going to get this, that, and third on a sole basis because I'm a male. No, that doesn't work like that. And y'all still on paradigm for the past 80 years, and nobody and people have been trying to tell y'all, listen, this is y'all got to understand your mindset is outdated. Your mindset is obsolete. Now be just saying because of Donald Trump, you know, let's just celebrate the madness with the black, with the black pill bullshit, and then we gonna, then like in 10 years, women gonna come back to the table. Women are not gonna come back to the table. First of all, in order for women to come back to that table, quote unquote, your words, not mine. You have to own that table first. You can't you can't make women go back to the table that you yourself don't own. You know why you don't own that table? It's the economy, stupid. You see, if you don't have the house, don't have the community, don't have the necessary uh, 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 arrangements for that table, she's not gonna come to it. You think shaming her is gonna make her come back over to you. You think blaming her is gonna make her come back to you. You think explaining why she do X, Y, and Z, you think that's gonna make her come back to the table. It's the economy, stupid. The world economy, and I said the Western world, and this I said the industrialized world. Use key word. The industrialized world. The Our economy cannot come back 80 years ago. You can't go back from 80 years. It's impossible to go back to 80 years to regress. But y'all think these black women who y'all think is, let's talk about the gynocracy part, because y'all keep mentioning the word the gynocracy, the gynocracy. Y'all uphold the gynocracy. Your words, not mine. Hold on. Let me see who's in the chat room. See who's in the chat room real quick. Hold on. Oh. It's Knight, and Bishop. Okay, never mind. Let me keep it moving then. All right. Now, where was I at? Tired. You know, y'all cannot force this woman to do what y'all want her to do. She been to places where you have not been to. She has better access to certain things that you're not access to, whether that's education, financial, political, what spirit, even spiritual, what may have you, right? What may have you. You are not going to, she's not going to acquiesce to you. She's not. You're not going to make Ebony K. Williams, and you're not going to make this woman or that woman to accept the bus driver. You're not going to force her to fall in line. Because I remember that one time, I'm gonna use myself, right? I'm gonna use myself. See, me, I'm actually picky, right? I mean, when I'm talking about picky, I'm talking about when I was in my 20s. Mind you, I'm talking about myself when I was in my 20s. I was picky. Now, when I said picky, I'm not saying I'm shallow as like, oh, she better be a size 6 and she better. No, when I say I'm picky, I'm picky of a certain, you know, like for me, it's no tattoos. It's, oh, her, she has to be demure. Um, she has to sound, her voice had to sound a certain way, or this, that, and the third, right? That's how picky I was, right? And and a lot of people say, well, you shallow. Now I know I'm a man saying that, right? I'm a man saying that, right? But think that y'all think that the women are supposed to, because you are there, that means she's supposed, you're the only option for her. I hope what I said made sense. I hope I didn't mess that up though. What I just said, because I was going somewhere with that, but but anyway, the point is, I'm kind of I'm sleepy as hell though, but also, but the point is, y'all spend all this time believing that if we crash, if the economy goes down and black women lose their jobs, that means she will come back to the table. You said, and B just said it would take 10 years for the black woman to get back to the table. No, idiot. It's the economy. It's the economy. Better housing, better jobs, better resources, upward mobility, upward mo upward mobility. The reason why there is a lonely crisis, I'm gonna say the reason why though there is a loneliness academic is that there's no upward mobility. BGS Igmore. You and Dr. T. Son Johnson did not mention that at all. Upward mobility, housing, education, and jobs. If everybody had the opportunity, I'm talking about men. If men had the better opportunity to be up and mobile, right? A lot of y'all wouldn't even exist. A lot of you manosphere nuts would not even exist online. Well, 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 I take that back. Y'all might exist, but y'all wouldn't barely have 500 subs. Y'all wouldn't even have 500 subs. Okay. Upward mobility is instead of talking about Dr. T.'s son Johnson, whose degree is a basket weaving degree. I find this odd though. By the way, I find this odd that a lot of you Negroes come online and talk about black women having all we 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 paying some. I refuse to pay for college loan debt because the black woman had all these basket weaving degrees in well, African studies is is an elective. Okay, African studies is an elective, and it's also a basket weaving degree. Now, what fool gonna come out of college and say, well, man, I have a degree in African studies. Okay, what are you gonna do with the African studies degree? What industry is going to accept somebody with an African studies degree? No, the best person who should be talking those who have an economic degree, agricultural degree, or something in those lines. People can actually take that degree, go outside, touch grass with this degree, and see how the sausage is made. It makes no sense. Show me why won't you bring in an actual economist, BBJS? Bring somebody know about something about financial matters, taxation. Nobody would know basket weaving degree. I'm serious. See, the thing is, a lot of y'all just want to regress back to 1945. Y'all want to regress to back to 1975, and then y'all try to use the DEI hype. And DEI has more to do with white women than black women though. But black women are the main one catching the smoke. When it's reality, the ones who's really being hit with it is actually white Caucasian women. But nobody want to talk about that because the truth does not matter when it comes to black YouTube, black social media. The truth does not matter. It's always about the talking points. See, that's why I said it's time for me to get ahead of y'all. You know. Oh, and let me say this too though. I got an announcement by the way. I got to make some announcements by the way. Um, one of them I'm going to save for later because uh I might quit being over here. However, in the meantime, I got a couple of interviews I'm doing, and hopefully these interviews will be released sometime in the weekend, probably next week. I got some interviews down the you know on the docket. Hopefully, when I do these interviews, I'm gonna download them. I'm gonna present them on this on another on this channel and also on another channel. And I'm gonna get the ball rolling. But there's one person who I really want to contact and do a video with, an interview with. Uh, but I don't know how I'm gonna start, how to proceed that, because that one particular individual uh, uh let's just say was an illegal issue last year, and I would like to have that person on my channel for an interview because uh it would shut these idiots up. It would shut down the talking points, these dumbass talking points I be hearing, and this person was unfairly uh accosted. Yeah, person was unfairly accosted. So, oh wait a minute, hold on. I'm receiving emails. Hold on, receiving emails. Okay, I might do another. Okay, there's an interview. I might do an interview on Thursday evening. I'm gonna do an interview. It won't be live, ladies and gentlemen. It won't be live because I'm not. I don't do my interviews live. Because the last time I did an interview live, you niggas almost fuck that up. You niggas aren't. You know, when I was talking to a candidate for office, you niggas almost fucked that up. So that's why when I do interviews, it's really I do it privately, and then I upload the video later on, because you niggas don't know how to read the room, because y'all looking for fuckery rather than trying to be informed. So yeah. Um, hold on. I promoted you to the president of the anti-manager. Listen, I don't. Okay, as somebody who's supposed to be part of the anti-manosphere, no, no. If you really want me, no, that that should go to expose the manosphere. You know, for somebody for like the manosphere, Aaron Fountain should be the president. Okay, Aaron Fountain should be the president. For me, taking me as Secretary of Defense or Secretary of State or some old shit. I mean, if we going to put things into perspective, but I don't want to be the leader of the anti manosphere. All right, the president of the anti manosphere, and besides, on top of that, the only person who I trust in the anti manosphere is actually Aaron Fountain. Everybody else, I don't trust. I don't trust these niggas. And these niggas who really is anti manosphere, you know, they on some BWE shit. Okay, if you part of BWE and you fuck around with the BWE and you try, stay your ass over there. That's how though I'm a if you part of the BWE or you support the BWE and you're trying to, no, take your ass over there somewhere else. I don't got time talking to you. You know, you know. So no. If I want to be the president of the anti manosphere, it better be team. It better be people like expose the manosphere, aka Aaron Fountain. It had the late great. Hold on. Let me say, there's somebody else who I would like to see. the late great, if he was still alive, if he was still alive, he would be part of the anti-manosphere team. Uh, MGTOW Exposed. MGTOW Exposed was a great YouTuber back then, and he used to go in on you manosphere nuts, especially on those MGTOWs. Who else? Who you know? Who, who else would if I had a garage autonomous? I had garage autonomous on the team. The Mind and Marcus. You know, um, Bewilder Ape. I have Bewilder Ape on the team in my cabinet. Let me see who else will I put it. The rest of these niggas who's on that BWE shit, like Sherrod, you know, or them old niggas over there. Nah, you stay your ass over there, because everybody else ain't serious. You know, everybody else ain't serious about the shit. Everybody else is on that grifting shit. Everybody else is on. Well, I'm a self-hating black man. I hate myself because I'm a black man. I hate myself. So I'm a curry favor with the BWE. No, stay your ass over there. You because the thing is, you will destroy what we're trying to build over here. You know. Hold on. What is y'all talking about in the chat room? He was soft on me. Huh? Okay, he didn't bring it. Okay, now you know what? Hold on, I don't know what the fuck she May talking about in the chat room. I agree with what you said earlier. Okay, okay. Who's soft on you? Oh, okay, okay. I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But anyway, like I said, I got some interviews coming up, and hopefully things will work out for me. Good, but anyway, let me get back on BGS real quick. I gotta get back on BGS, right? This whole thinking that women are gonna come back to the table in 10 years, after 25 years, currently 25 years of black men and men being on social media, cooking the shit out of women. You think women gonna go back to the table and say, "Oh, we so sorry"? No, what y'all gonna do? What y'all doing? And this is the reason why I said y'all need to be stopped. You know what y'all doing is y'all poisoning the minds of younger men to believe that girls their age or in their age range are the enemy. And when y'all dehumanize, and that's what you Negroes do. That's what these podcasters do. That's what Myron do. Refresh and fit. That's what the MGTOWs do. When y'all sit there, that's what the incels do. When y'all dehumanize women, understand that young boys watch what we say over here, and then they think that the girls in ninth grade is their enemy. I want some 12-year-old, some 10-year-old to sit there in middle school, junior high somewhere, believing, you know, that they is the enemy. That's what y'all. That's why I said y'all need to be stopped. Hold on. Let me go ahead and remove your comment. Let me go ahead and remove your comment. There. Okay. There. Okay. I remove your comment. Anyway, hold on. No. Hold on. Let me do this real quick. Now put it back up. Okay, now put it back up now, cause that was some weird shit you was saying in the chat room, man. That was some weird ass shit you was saying. Uh, so yeah, black women are not going to acquiesce the black men. I told Queen Sun Kiss that black women ain't gonna do that. Sorry, women are not gonna do that, especially the African American woman. She's not going to acquiesce the black men. Sorry, I hate to tell y'all that. Not going to happen because the woman evolved. That man did not. Men did not evolve since 1945. Women did. Y'all got to evolve yourselves to where she is at. And the problem is, y'all won't do that. Y'all refuse to do that. Y'all refuse to get in touch on the level she's at. Where that spiritual, financial, political, social, whatever the case may be, she's at this level. I'm gonna use video games as a prime example. I'm gonna use a video game as a prime example of what I'm talking about. Now, everybody know about Super Mario Brothers, Super Mario Galaxy, right? Super Mario Galaxy. I didn't play that game I played that game with my niece and nephew a couple times. Never really played it like that. But anyway, nonetheless, everybody else is on Super Mario 64, Super Mario Brothers Galaxy, Super Mario Brothers Universe, so on, so on, so on. You niggas is still on Super Mario Brothers 1985. Y'all still on part one. Y'all not even past Super Mario Bros. 3 with the raccoon suit. Okay, I know I'm using a video game perspective. I know I'm using a video game series. But the point is, y'all still on this mental state that you think, oh, it's always her fault. Like BJ's gonna talk about, well, women trap men with babies, as if though you don't understand that, as if though you don't wear condoms. Well, she told me, man, she wasn't on the pill. No, she told me she was on the pill. Okay, then what's stopping you from wearing a condom? It's shit like that I have a problem with. Like, the idea is men are supposed to be logical and women are supposed to be emotional. So how can you be a man, be logical, but then you're tricked into having a baby when you should be logical and get yourself a condom? But you out here on YouTube want to SBE women back to the table. Yeah, man, black women come back to the table in 2035. Get out of here. No, she will not. This is the reason why I'm telling you, you do not deserve to sit at the table of nations. You do not deserve to sit at the table of nations. I'll say it again for you. You know, the table of nations. Don't come on the internet talking about you are that you built America. The black men built America. The black man had did all this. We was in every war since the French and Indian War. We was in every American war. Yuck, 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 yuck. We are the original man on the planet. But then everybody else is passing you by. You supposed to be the original article. You know. Hammer time. I see you in the chat room. Yeah, I'm gonna condone my extend my condolences to you again. I'm gonna extend my condolences to you again, and I'm glad. And I hope though you took what MOT said. I hope though you took what MOT said and take that to heart. Because he gave out some advice to you, and you know, yeah. Okay, what does science say about a life form that lacks adaptability? Good question, May. Anything that does not adapt does what? DIE. Hold on. Uh-oh. Everybody want to talk about DEI? We need to flip the word E and I around. That's what's going to happen to to a lot of black men because they refuse to adapt. A lot of men refuse to adapt on a mental level, on a mindset level. What's going on? Hey, you know what's so sad though? You got people on here who's not cognitive of how about words. You got people around here who can't even comprehend a simple word. Yes. Oh yes. Don't. Yeah, it does apply to the women too, May, because we got a lot of film sales. We got women on here who are film sales as well. The BWE and also the fucking the BWE and the divestors. You know, same old way. But the problem is with those women is they're going to they're going to get away with it. They can afford to get away with it because how thirsty men are. You know what? Let me not say that. Let me dial that back because I'm gonna say it in better way. Because there's more stock in them. I put it like this. I put it like this. Um, Failure to thrive. Yeah. FTT. Yeah. FTT. Yeah. Failure to drive. Yeah. Yeah. Um. You know. I put it a better way for like the women's side. Women could the women's side of this. There's more stock in them. You know. There is more stock because of how women and men are socialized, right? So because women are seen to be as sexual objects, you know, objects for lust. um, they would get more favorable. You know, they would gain more favor, right? They would get more favor from the who's ever the men that's left over, right? And these men are going to try to ease these women back into normacy. But like I said, that's it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard, but they it's possible. As for the men, no, they can't evolve. A lot of these manosphere, red pill, they're not going to evolve because their mindset is stuck. It's stuck on ignorance. It's stuck on stupidity. Their mind is still stuck on the past, and then they want the past. They want to extend the past to those who are young. You know, BJS. Hold on. She said BJS is actively building the gynocracy. He's an architect. See. Wait a minute. Hold on. Hold on, man. Hold on, man. The architect. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. That's kind of like that movie, the Matrix. You know, kind of like the movie, the Matrix. He has the red pill, right? Who is the architect? Hold on. They just MOT on here. Shout out to MOT. They just want to hang out and look cool while everybody else does the work. BGS is the gynocracy finishing school. Oh, ooh, mm, mm, yeah, the gynocracy finishing school. Yeah, yeah. But anyway, uh, yeah, I'm tired, yo. I'm tired as fuck. I got answered. Answered these emails because hopefully with these emails I'm receiving that might change my luck over here. So um yeah, that might change my luck. Um I don't bet on myself, so I'm just giving this one last try. And like I said back in December of last year, I said it's glory or death. So this is my last time. I'm trying to advance. So um get off of here. Hold on. MOT said you can't warn everyone of the threat. He clearly proposes to the group. He is the gynocracy. That's what's up. Oh yeah, he is. Yeah. Be just he is the gynocracy. Yeah, warn of the gynocracy. It kind of remind me of that movie. Uh, 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 what is that movie? Because Kevin Spacey was in this movie. Um, the usual suspects. Remember at the end of the movie when the police had Kevin Spacey up in there. They're interrogating Kevin Spacey about this mob boss that everybody's talking about. Yeah, man, we got this mob boss. His name was I forgot the name of the mob boss name. Then all of a sudden, Kevin Spacey got released from like the police station, and then he's walking crippled, and then all of a sudden he starts to walk straight and right. He's telling y'all about the gynocracy, but he is the gynocracy. He is the gynocracy. Top of the morning, my melanated thinkers. Oh, ooh. yes, Yes, that is BGS. Oh yeah, beware of the gynocracy, y'all. Beware of the gynocracy, and then you watch him leave the police station, and then he changed his walk. I gotta watch that movie again though. Even Jay-Z, even Jay-Z, Jay-Z actually redid that on that what's that song called? You belong to the city. You belong to the night. Yeah, that the music video was actually a remake of uh, Unusual Suspect because Jay-Z did exactly the same shit. He walked in there crippled, and then all of a sudden, he went ahead and walked straight at the end of the movie while everybody thought that he was innocent and shit, and it came out to be he was the main man. Yeah. Kaiser got listen. Kestner, what is Kestner got non-accuracy. Yeah. Yeah. Shit. Yeah. He gonna talk about in 10 years the women come back to the table in 10 years. Yeah, nigga. And you would tell Edward Anderson that shit. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Yeah. And I'm here. Here is the thing too. I gotta ask this though. Edward did a rant and went into a ditch. Crashed his car into a ditch. Now the nigga did a rant and crashed his car into a ditch. Now I'm sitting there thinking like, okay, that 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 should tell you to stop. Now y'all y'all didn't see that? Wait, hold on, stop, hold on. Y'all didn't see that video? Yeah, Slide. Yeah, Super Slide cooked them for that. Yeah, Slide. No, Super Slide cooked them. Listen, the nigga. Yeah, told him to delete the app. Y'all missed that shit. Okay. Let me tell y'all. The nigga he did a live stream, right? He did a live stream, and he was going off so bad that he went off the road and went into a ditch, right? So he went into a curve, right? So the car was stuck. So but you know how like the bumper is, he went sideways, almost like in a caddy corners, kind of like uh in an angle. So the driver's side wheel was hanging in midair, spinning, while everything else was still hang. And then the nigga called triple A. Then the nigga ended the live stream. Then started the live stream, another live stream, still going in on black women, waiting for triple A or some record to pull his ass out of there. Yo, if y'all listen, somebody actually made a meme of that shit. Man, y'all missed that shit. Y'all actually missed that shit. That shit was funny. Man, I was on Thai City, and we was talking about this shit on Thai on that Discord server. That shit was hilarious. God, that shit was hilarious, man. I just sit there just laugh at that shit. It's not funny, but I would be scared though if it was somebody on a bike I would be scared if it's somebody, another car, or somebody walking and he just hit that person. You know, he already ran over an animal already. He already ran over a possum and a raccoon, possibly a dog at one point. I listen. Did not tell. I did not told y'all he was gonna get into a wreck. I told you that for 2 3 months ago. I told y'all Edward is gonna end up in a ditch. He's gonna crash into some car or crash into somebody, hit somebody. The nigga went into a ditch, went into a culvert. Man, and still step. And my thing is this reason why BJS is a sorry ass nigga. AB is a sorry ass nigga. BJS and AB and Chaos Rain and them niggas over there, they're sorry. Y'all could tell, could y'all could just take Edward to the side and say, hey, Edward, don't Edward, chill out, chill out, just chill out. You need to calm down. Y'all never sit there and tell them to calm down and shit. I sure them did, man. I sure them did. I I sure them did. I told y'all it was going to happen. See, but the problem is niggas around here, they don't listen. They really don't listen to me. You know, niggas around here really don't listen to me. But I'm telling y'all, it's about to happen. You know, y'all need to get your boy. Your boy is about to fuck up. And luckily, he went into a ditch and got hung and got his car hung out there and shit. I saw that live stream. I bust out laughing at that shit. You know what? Speaking of it, I wonder if that live stream is still up. I wonder if that live stream is still up because if it's still up, I'll share it. If it's still up, I'll share it. So all y'all can see it for yourselves. Now I understand what elders mean by learned wisdom. We've been here so long, the 4C events before that. Yeah, 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 yeah. I told people it was going to happen. I told y'all it was going to happen. Look, and look at what happened. Boom. There you go. I told y'all months ago. Edward is gonna fuck up. He's gonna run. He's gonna run into somebody or run into a ditch or run off the road, run off the bridge or something. And look what happened to him. You had to call a wrecker to pull his ass out. You gotta call AAA to pull his ass out. But according to BGS, I'm the problem. BGS says, "Oh, Big J's the problem." Okay, nigga, I'm the problem. BGS, nigga, that's your boy. You should told your boy though to chill out. You know, yeah. These people don't know that they're not in the multiverse. This is a separate timeline. Yeah, yeah. This ain't no DC Comics. You know, Earth One, Earth Two, Earth Three shit. This ain't Marvel. Uh, Earth Re 6-1. What is it called? 6-1 Re. Well, I've got the. There ain't no variants. There ain't no variants. No shit. No. No, no, it's just one timeline. Okay? You're in one fucking timeline. So anyway. I'm not really a fan of dark, what's it called, dark metal series. Not really a fan of that. I'm not really a fan of dark metal. Um, I stick to anything before 2005. All right, anything happened before 2005, I'm good. Okay, I ain't going. I ain't going. Uh, yeah, yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. I know. Yeah, I saw that when Azrael took Bruce's head and spine. Yeah, but yeah, I'm not really to the Dark Knight's metal series. Uh, yeah, I just it's too much. It's too much, and I haven't really been reading for that. Hold on, the ending to that story is wild. Hey, but you know what was the letdown? The whole um what's that? What is that blue man, the blue naked man? What the Watchmen, when Superman and like the Watchmen universe, that was like, okay, that was anticlimactic. I expected to be a all out fight. All they did, all what Mr. Manhattan and Superman did was talk. Doctor Manhattan, Doctor Manhattan and Superman just talked, and that's how the motherfucker ended. I was like, man, I was expecting there to be a fight. All they did was talk about philosophy and shit. That they debated about philosophy, and that was it. Oh, like, okay, well, okay, that's okay. Well, that's probably the only logical conclusion you could end the story, I guess. I mean, everything else was wild. Outside of that, everything else was everybody was getting shot, killed, and stabbed and fight. Everything, explosions and shit all around them. But all they did was discuss philosophy, and then they shook hands and did like the world was made good again and shit. The Batman Who Laughs is now a version of the Doctor Manhattan. I, you know, I wish. Listen, I would love the right for DC Comics, because there are some stories in my head that they never really. There are some good Batman villains that nobody even touch yet. I mean, in depth. I mean, now I am a fan of the Golden Age Batman, when Batman kill people with guns and shit. And there are some villains I like to bring back from the 1930s. You know, uh, but you know what? I'll nerd out. I'll nerd the fuck out on this shit. So hell, there are some Superman villains I like to bring back from the 1930s, because there are some villains back then I find very interesting. You know, to bring back for you know for the modern time. But you know what? I'll talk about that later on. I don't want to get all nerd out over here and shit, because I'm really into the they call it the final Bruce Wayne. Wait, hold on. What? The final Bruce Wayne. Okay, okay. See, I hadn't been keeping up. I hadn't really been keeping up with that shit. Like I said, I stopped. I mainly stopped in 2005, 2005, 2006, because because responsibilities. I had to take care of some a family. So, uh, you know, being but anyway, but that's why I stopped. But anyway, let me jump off of here. I just got off from work and shit. So uh I'll see y'all next time. The Captain America movie sucked. Okay, I say it. It didn't really suck. It just like it was bland. Like I mean, how you gonna have the Red Hulk and not have to have the Hulk in the movie? That was a waste. That was a waste of time. That movie was a waste. That was a waste of the storyline. You could at least brought the Hulk in the movie. At least had the David Banner fight the Red Hulk and shit. That was a waste of time. So, but anyway, they just dropped the new book with Hush in the Joker. Oh, Angelica. Oh, we gotta talk about these passport bros catching STDs. We gotta talk about these passport bros catching that STI. Y'all got fucked up. Y'all got fucked up now. Y'all fucked the game up. Got STDs. Yo, you're talking about, yeah, we going to Colombia. We going to the soda. Yeah. Now y'all catching a viral disease. Yeah, nigga. That's what y'all get for shame, blame, and explain. Yeah. Y'all just yeah. That's just funny to me. Oh, hold on. I want to get on the panel. Yeah. I might do a panel on that one over the weekend, May. I gotta do a panel on that on Friday or something. Yeah. They made it clap. Yeah. I'm a. You saw it with your own eyes. Oh, damn. I, I, I but that was warned. I'm sorry. The Passport Bros was warned. They was warned. You know. Listen. I left them niggas alone. I left them niggas alone. And there's one thing I need to start doing. I need to catch up on the brick face, the brick lady. I think her trial is coming up next month or later this month or some shit. Hold on. Let let me see this real quick. Her trial is coming up in Harris County. Let me see. Let me see here. The brick. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see. Is she? Ooh, let me see. I think her trial's coming up soon. Yeah, I think her trial's coming up at some point. I gotta find it first. I gotta find it. I gotta find it. If it's when is the trial and whatnot. Yeah. We got. I gotta talk about that shit though. Hold on. He said, I used to sit back in the bars and soda and watch those herds of black men tricking. I'm gonna say this to some of these niggas on here. If you're not over the age of 50, you got no business trying to trick. I'm sorry. And I'm also gonna say this too. Tricking it's not a flex. Okay? Yeah, man, I'm going here, I'm tricking. Is that a flex? I mean, are you trying to flex on that shit? That doesn't. Come on, man. That ain't that ain't something to flex with. Why you flexing? You got no business to flex if you're out there trying to trick. Yeah, you know. Hold on. Let me see if this trial's coming up because I see nobody's bringing it up yet. I see nobody ain't bringing it. Well, Mediocre and Turo's talking about it, but he's probably the only one talking about it. But nobody's talking about the brick lady yet. Oh, oh, she's facing 10 years in prison. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's facing 10 years. You know what? I'm going to have to go ahead and yeah, I'm going to have to go ahead and look that up. Do some research on that because I'm thinking the trial supposed to happen in I think the trial supposed to happen within the next month or so. I'm going to I'm going to go on the Harris County website and find out when this trial going to be and shit. So anyway, y'all be easy. I'll see you next time. I gotta answer all these emails that I've been sent, and yeah. Anyway, yeah, about to go do a GoFundMe for my jet canoe project. Time to step this YouTube shit up. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But anyway, I'll see you next time. Shout out to everybody who came in my chat room and for watching. I'm out. Have a good one, y'all. Peace. I'm out. Hold on. He said first trip Jacksonville to Miami in the canoe. Stay tuned, folks. Okay. Okay, then. Anyway, y'all. I'll see y'all next time. Y'all have a good one. Peace.
I am not here to debate with anyone. I have devoted all of my adult life to this subject. I only debate with my equals. All others I teach.